One of the reasons why a lot of us like to use page builders with WordPress is because we like to drag and drop and build really quickly, whether it's for ourselves or for a client, especially if you're wireframing, like you're trying to get some interest from a potential client. And this is where using some solutions like Kickstarter can massively help you out. I reviewed Kickstarter not so long ago and they have evolved. I mean, you can still use it with Elementor, you can do it with Bricks, you can do it with Figma. And they are planning to introduce templates and components for breakdance and etch as well. And I think that's really good. And I have been using Kickstarter for the last couple of months in tutorials and workshops. And you might not even have realized that I was doing it. What I like is that it is mobile responsive and they have got some templates inside of here or sections that already come loaded with CSS coding to make it even easier for you just to use straight out the box. Now, I'm really quickly going to show you an example homepage with the important sections that every homepage or selling or landing page should have. And we're going to really quickly use Kickstarter to build it out. I do want to point out though that it isn't a completely free plugin. There are premium options, but you do get a pretty wide range with just the free. Go and sign up, go and download it, install the plugin, go and activate. And what you'll then get if you're using a page builder like Elementor, for instance, and when you load it up, you're going to see the Kickstarter kit. So when you're building out a new section or just wireframing, maybe you're just trying to get interest from a client, you can go and load this up and then start picking from some of the categories at the top. But if you're still a little bit unsure and you want to be a little bit specific, you can go and hit the filter over here and then you can start to define the particular layout, because maybe you want something that comes with 3 columns built in, or maybe it's got to be a section that definitely has an accordion inside, and the range of templates will change as you pick. Or maybe you want to be really specific and go for something that's got a bento grid. Even if you just go for the free option, you're going to be really surprised. So let's get started with an example homepage. We're going to do it for a podcasting company or a business. And this is where I really want to drum home to you the 6 important sections every web page should have. Your homepage, your landing page, or where you're trying to sell something. You need to have a hero banner. Well, duh, that's pretty obvious. But this is where you're now going to drum home what are the benefits and who is this website for, or who are you trying to offer a service to. You don't want to say something like,
"Hi, we're a podcast company."
Anyone could say that. You want to make clear why people should use you and what they're going to get out of it. But before we do that, let's go and add in a header. I've clicked on the navbar category because this is where I can select from my available options. And if you want to understand it a little bit better before you insert, just go and click it. What I like about this is if you want to see, well, what does it look like on a tablet or a mobile, you can see that. And if I jump over to this navbar, it's very similar, except this now has a WordPress menu and I can see in the mobile how it would look. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. You could build this out yourself, but it just makes it quicker. And isn't that kind of the point why a lot of us are using drag and drop builders with WordPress in the first place? A lot of you are going to say, no, it's not. But just go with me on this. I'm going to insert this template. You click insert and it starts to import it over. And now all you've got to do is modify and tweak it. Now, it might not look exactly like what the template was because that only had a few items in the WordPress menu. I've got to load more. Go and refine it, go and change the width. You've now got a starting template to work with. I'm now going to add in my hero banner. And like I said, this is really important because you want them to stay on your website and they are going to benefit from working with you. So let's jump into Kickstarter and we're going to go to the hero header. Now, I've already kind of decided in my head that I'm going to have an image and then I'll have a headline, a subheadline and a CTA. I can now just go and pick and choose. And if you want to be really specific, maybe you want to have 4 columns or 1 column, just go and pick it from your filter and it will refine the available templates. And I'm not lying when I said there is a wide range of options here for you. I am just going to show you really quickly hero header 72. I'm not going to insert it, but I'm going to show you. If you were to insert that, that will come preloaded with the CSS inside of either a child or a parent container, whereby you can add in your images or your content because you can add in anything you want. And you're going to get the vertical scrolling. Now, I've got tutorials on how to do this, but if you just want to have a template that's already got loads of this stuff built in, this could work for you. For simplicity, I'm just going to insert hero header 1, and then I would change my text. I am going to change all of this out later on, but right now I just want to get everything in just to show you how quick it is to start wireframing. Now, I want to move on to the second important section of every website is going to be the pain, the problem. What are people feeling? So you've already said to them, I'm going to solve your problem for you. But now you need to make it clear that you understand their problem. Because if you can touch on what they are struggling with, they're more inclined to stick with you. So let's jump back into Kickstarter. The first thing I'm going to do is go over to my filters and I'm going to change it to be 3 columns. And there's a load of options here for you to use, but I have scrolled around and I am going to pick this one here. And even though it says FAQs, it won't be called FAQs. I am going to use this layout and I'm going to tinker with it. So let's go and insert this one. Believe me, when I have added in the content, it won't look completely like this. We will be modifying it. Let's now move on to the third important section. So the one above is about the problems they're having. The third one is going to be, what can we offer them? What are the solutions? How can we help them out? This is probably the most crucial one before you get onto your offering or what your prices are, because you're now trying to convince them that you're the right person and they can trust you. Now, inside of my filter, I am going to make sure that I select image because I definitely want to have an image in it. And I'm going to go for this particular one here. I am going to swap things around, but let's just go and insert it. I'm going to go to the parent container for this new section and I'm just going to reverse the columns. Now, my fourth important section is the testimonial or the reviews. And this may surprise some of you. You might think, don't you leave that right to the bottom of the page? Not really. I've talked about your problem. I've talked about how I'm going to help you out. Now, before we get to the offer or what I want you to sign up or buy, I want to just convince you now that I have worked with other people and they are really, really happy. This is really, really vital. So inside of section 4, we're going to add in testimonials. And inside of the category, Kickstarter has got you sorted out. You're spoiled for choice with what you can go for. Seriously. I'm just going to go for testimonial number 3. And if there is anything you don't like with the font family or the font sizing, maybe you're going to drop in a class name or maybe you'll modify it. It's easier to do when you've got the layout built out for you. Now, the fifth important section is basically the apex of the funnel. This is where we were aiming to get to. What do you now want them to do? Do you want them to contact you? Do you want them to request a quote? Do you want them to buy something? Do you want them to sign up for a course? What is the aim? So I'm going to go to the pricing category and, like I said, pick what you want. Maybe you want to just spell out a little bit more about what the offering is and then give them one choice. Maybe they're going to have multiple choices, like a monthly offer, an annual offer, or the most purchased offer. It really is that simple. And if we just take a look at this example, that's going to look great on the desktop, and this is how it would look on the mobile. Let's go and insert that. And now we're on to our 6th important section. I'm not going to cover off the footer. You know the footer. It's the boring footer. You can get that out of Kickstarter as well. But the 6th most important section is what happens if you don't buy this or if you go off somewhere else. You're still going to have a problem, right? You may still struggle. And a lot of people miss this out. They feel like, I'm going to try and get you to buy this product, but if you don't go for this course, if you don't go for this product, you may suffer. So we're going to have another section below. But rather than reinventing the wheel, I'm just going to copy this particular section, the one we used for what we're actually going to do for you. I'm going to go down and I'm going to paste it in and I'm going to pop it back to be the normal row because we reversed it before. Let me just zoom out a little bit because I had zoomed in case you were wondering why everything looked so big. We've got our header, which I know you might say that's section 1. It's not. That's just your header, okay? Your hero banner. Section 2, what is the problem? Section 3, what we're going to do for you. Section 4, the testimonials. Section 5, the funneling bit. This is what I want you to get. And then section 6, hey, look, you don't have to get it, but if you don't get it, this is what you may suffer or your problem will just get more elongated and worse. That did not take me long to put on the page. And maybe I'm not going to fill out the content. Maybe I'm just going to send it to a client and say, I really feel like we need to reinvent your website. And here's the layout I really think you should go for. Don't forget, you can use this with other page builders and solutions too. This isn't just for Elementor. It covers off bricks. It's got Figma. It'll handle breakdowns and Etch at some later point as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out the wording and the images just to show you now how it would look and hopefully get you to understand better why the 6 sections are so important. So here you go, an example podcasting homepage. You can see I've swapped out the logo, the menu, and the hero banner. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the content, but I hope you start to appreciate and understand what we've built here. The hero banner, the most important section. Think about your colors, think about your branding, think about your images, but most of all, think about your wording. What do they get out of it? Not just who you are and what you do, but what are they going to get out of it? Then jump into the problems that they might have and how you're going to help them out. And you'll notice that I have used the layout that I had before. I've just changed the wording. Then we move on to what are the benefits you're going to get, or how can I help you out? Let's be a bit clearer. What are the services I offer? So hopefully at this point, you're thinking, hey, this person might be the one I want to work with. We then have a load of testimonials. Who doesn't like a good review, right? Before we get on to the pricing now of the offering. And this is where, again, I will tell you a bit more about what I can do for you. And then we move on to our section whereby we're now saying, look, if you don't use us, you're going to have major problems going forwards. But I'm hoping whether you use Kickstarter or not, you start to appreciate the 6 important sections. But if you want to hit the ground running, get your pages built quicker, get a wireframe off to a client, then Kickstarter is something you definitely should consider. And like I said, you can use it for free. So what's the worst thing that can happen if you don't use a pre-built template library? It just takes longer to build out your web pages, which you may not be bothered about. But if you're juggling a lot and you want to clinch a deal, this could be a game changer for you or make a difference. I'm Imran from Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. Catch you later. Take care. Bye.